evening settles softens, crickets sing where rivers flow. We circle around the burning globe, letting go of what we know. No stage, no plans, no need to prove, just hearts that finally learn to move. And every flicker, every spark feels like courage in the dark. We've carried miles inside our chests, chasing answers, chasing rest. But here the questions melt away like snow at break of day. Cause the firelight keeps our secrets, holds them gently, never speaks it. All the stories we can't say, find a softer place to stay. We don't need to name our weakness, not tonight, the flame will keep it. While the world keeps turning fast, let this moment simply last. Laugh at things that once felt huge, old mistakes we can't undo. Someone wipes a quiet tear, no one asks what brought it here. The night is wide, the stars are kind, and they don't judge the tangled mind. And somehow in this simple life, wrong and right stop needing fights. All the scars we try to hide glow like embers side by side, not as failures, not as shame, just chapters with our names. Cause the firelight keeps our secrets, holds them gently, never speaks it. Every truth we fear to show finds a safer way to glow. We don't need to plead or preach it, we just breathe and let it reach us. While the world demands the best, here we're free to just be less. When morning comes to take the night, pockets full of light. No grand goodbye, no final prayer, just knowing we were honest there. Yes, the firelight keeps our secrets, guarding dreams before we keep them. If tomorrow pulls us wide, we'll still feel this warm inside. Every doubt and every weakness turn to softness, turn to sweetness. In this circle near the heat, firelight keeps our secrets. The ashes fade, the silence stays, and somehow we feel brave. never said forever, we just held the night real close. Let the stars explain the things we feared the most. Your hand was warm and trembling, mine was trying to be brave. Two hearts beneath the heavens, learning what to say. We walked along the back road where the fireflies would glow, talking about the places we were scared to go. The world felt wide and fragile, like a song that might not last. And every step we took was walking through the past. Words can fall like leaves and scatter in the breeze, but silence builds a memory that never really leaves. Silent promises drifting through the dark, carved into the quiet corners of the heart. No paper, pen, or ribbon, nothing signed or sealed, but somehow they're the truest vows we ever learned to feel. Silent promises echoing inside, growing softer, but they never truly hide. Years have gone like rivers, finding oceans far away, carrying every sunrise we forgot to stay. I hear your voice in music from another time and place, and for a breath or two I clearly see your face. Some truths are never spoken, they're simply understood. Fragile as a feather, and stronger than the wood. Silent promises carried by the wind, lingering in chapters we never could rescind. They light the road at midnight, then disappear by dawn. But even when they vanish, the feeling still goes on. Love is not the words we bravely say, it's the moment that we listen and choose to stay. It's the whisper in the darkness when we feel alone, a gentle kind of faith that follows us back home. We never said forever, but part of me still knew. Silent promises woven through the years, holding every laughter, every hidden tear. No ring, no grand confession, only hearts that understood. Sometimes the quiet things are what make a life feel good. Silent promises glowing like a spark, fading with the daylight, stronger in the dark. The fire turns to embers, the night begins to bend. Some promises are silent and never really end. Branches cracking softly, shadows dance along the ground. The stars are listening quietly, no one else around. I trace the lines of memories like roads I used to know. Every turn and every promise, where did all the seasons go?
I hear whispers in the embers, like they're calling out my name. Time rolls on like a river, but some things feel the same.
Echoes of yesterday floating through the night, stories that we used to tell beneath the fading light. Hearts were young and fearless, nothing stood in our way. But now I sit beside this fire with echoes of yesterday. Your laughter still surrounds me, carried by the wind. I close my eyes a moment, and I'm right back there again. Barefoot on the hillside, chasing dreams we couldn't hold, thinking love was always simple, never growing old.
And the flames keep gently rising, like the memories in my head. Some chapters never end, they're just quietly read.
Echoes of yesterday, drifting through the dark. Every spark of burning wood feels like a second start. If time could turn around, I'd know just what to say. But all that's left tonight are echoes of yesterday. Maybe tomorrow's sunrise will lighten what I feel. Maybe the road ahead will finally help me heal. But here beneath the starlight, where quiet meets the flame,
I learned to let the past be kind and call it by its name.
Echoes of yesterday, singing soft and low, carried on the midnight air wherever I may go. I'll keep the warmest moments tucked safely far away, and walk into the morning with echoes
Of yesterday.
The fire turns to embers, the night begins to fade, but somewhere in the silence our memories softly stay. We started with a melody we couldn't quite explain, a quiet little heartache running underneath the rain. No chorus and no verses, just a whisper in the dark. But somehow every note we played was speaking to the heart. We sat beside the fire, branches cracked inside, let the night do all the talking while we simply tried. Listen to the rhythm hiding softly in the flame, a fragile, faithful echo in a song without a name. Some dreams don't come with labels, some roads don't have a sign, but if you walk them gently, they still can feel like mine. This is a song without a name, drifting through the shadows like a candle in the rain. No headline, no glory, nothing loud to claim, just a simple truth that lingers all the same. We don't need to call it love or fate or flame. Let it be a song without a name. You smiled in the silence, and the world felt less unkind, like we stumbled on a moment most folks never find. And even if tomorrow scatters everything we planned, this little tune will travel, carried hand to hand. Not every story's written before the end is known. Some hearts learn the verses as they grow. This is a song without a name, soft as distant thunder, humble as a rain. It doesn't promise always, it doesn't beg to stay, but somehow it keeps finding us in quiet little ways. Call it hope or healing, it's different yet the same. We just let it play without a name. One day, someone somewhere might hum it to a friend and feel a kind of comfort they can't quite defend. And maybe they'll be smiling without knowing why. Some songs just have a meaning that passes by and by. The fire fades to embers, but the melody remains. So here's to every story that never makes the stage, to every quiet kindness that outlasts the rage. We don't have to own it, we don't have to explain. Sometimes the truest music has no name. The night grows still and gentle, the stars forget to blame, and somewhere in the distance lives a song without a name.
Storm rolled through and washed the road, left the air so clean and cold. Puddles mirrored half the sky, like the world had learned to cry. We walked slow, side by side, no big words, no need to hide. Sometimes healing doesn't speak, it just holds you when you're weak. Every cloud will break apart, leaving room for brand new stars. And And even broken ground can grow more than we will ever know. Like footprints after rain, we're still here though not the same. Every loss and every scar shows how strong we really are. Time will carry all the pain, but it leaves our hearts sustained. Gentle proof that we remain, like footprints after rain. We remember days we tried to skip, moments that we let slip, all the times we closed our eyes, afraid to see our own goodbyes. But the past can't be undone, only faced and gently run. And the ground beneath our feet feels forgiving, soft and sweet. Hope is quiet, hope is slow, but it finds a way to grow. Even when we think we're through, life is learning us too. Like footprints after rain, we're still here though not the same. Every loss and every scar shows how strong we really are. Time will carry all the pain, but it leaves our hearts sustained. Gentle proof that we remain, like footprints after rain. One day someone new will walk where we stand and where we talk. They won't know the tears we cry, but they'll feel the hope inside. And maybe that's the gift we leave, a quiet faith for those who grieve. Like footprints after rain, fading slow but not in vain. We move on yet something stays, a softer heart, a kinder gaze. And when the clouds return again, we remember in the rain, we were never quite the same. We were footprints after rain. The fire crackles, skies turn blue, and the world feels born anew. There's a quiet little meadow at the edge of town, where the fences lean like they're slowing down. The river tells a story as it curls and bends, about every soul that passed and never came again.
I walk the same old path where we used to roam. Dust beneath my boots feels a lot like home. Sky is painted silver with the coming night, and every breeze that blows pulls your name to light.
Some roads never end, they only fade, hidden in the choices that we made. Out where the wind remembers, it whispers like a friend, carrying every promise we thought would never end. It holds our quiet laughter, our tears and little dreams. Out where the wind remembers, nothing's ever lost, it only leaves. Know the footsteps of 1,000 years, seeds of hope and seasons filled
filled with fears.
We carved our initials on an old oak tree, believing time was something we could keep.
But life keeps moving soft and strange, teaching hearts how to rearrange. Out where the wind remembers, it hums a gentle tune, drifting through the twilight, dancing with the moon. It gathers all the moments we were too young to see. Out where the wind remembers, they're still right here with me. Maybe every goodbye finds a place to stay, hidden in the shadows of another day.
And every broken prayer floating through the air
becomes a part of something always waiting there. I close my eyes and feel it. The night is singing low. Out where the wind remembers, the past and future meet, like footprints in the starlight on an endless open street. So if you ever wonder where our love might be, out where the wind remembers is watching over you and me. The meadow falls to silence, but the wind still carries on, holding every story long after we are gone. Somewhere there's a city full of restless neon light. Somewhere there's a farmer saying prayers at night. Somewhere there's a mother rocking worries in a chair. And somewhere there's a stranger who thinks no one cares. Across the oceans wider than the words we tend to say, people chase tomorrow in 1,000 different ways. We fight, we fall, we stumble, trying hard to understand how one small heart can hold the weight of all we plan. But when the day grows tired and the noise begins to fade, the world becomes a little less afraid. We're under the same sky, every prayer, every tear, every question why the stars don't draw a border. The moon won't take a side, it shines on every lonely soul that's learning how to try. No matter where we wander or how the years go by, we're walking through this life under the same sky.
letter he may never get to send. A child builds a castle that the waves will surely end. A preacher lights a candle, a singer writes a tune, and somewhere love is started in the quiet of a room. We share the fragile stories that only hearts can tell. Different roads and rivers, but the same wishing well. We're under the same sky. Storms will come and drift away, and so will we in time. But every storm that breaks apart will leave a clearer light, and every broken heart will still keep reaching for what's right. So when you feel forgotten, lift your eyes up high. Remember, you and I are under the same sky. Maybe peace begins with a single honest hand, reaching past the fences built by fear and sand. Maybe hope is born when we finally realize there's more to us than all our different sides. Look up tonight, you'll see what I see too. We're under the same sky, not perfect, never certain, but we still get by. And every star that flickers is a whisper from above, saying we are bound together by a quiet kind of love. So even when the road is long and days go rushing by, we'll find our way under the same sky. The fire turns to embers, the night grows calm and wide. Somehow it feels enough to simply be alive.